Hi, everybody. It's about 10:25 Standard Time on October 18th, 2024. Uh, Remember, hey, I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient, so everything in my channel, everything is entertainment purposes only. So do your own research, form your own opinions. All the information is down in the disclaimer box. So it's I just wanted to come on real fast and do a short video because I want to thank everybody for the wonderful um, birthday wishes yesterday. And it was really nice. Every time I went into my stuff, I'm like, oh, more and more. I'm like, thank you so much. And yeah, that's a lot of stuff went on yesterday. And for those who want to know, yeah, I did end up going with my neighbor. She's like, come on, let's go get something to eat tonight. I'm like, okay. So we went to one of the just we did some errands and then ended up at one of the local Italian restaurants in the area. So it was a nice way to spend the day. Couple things. I don't want to make this super long today because I do have things I've got to do outside of the house and got a late start. But yeah, go ahead and take a look at all the stuff pertaining to the Al Smith dinner that happened last night in New York. And yeah, Donald said some great things. So did Jim Gaffigan. Just a lot of really cool people. It's a comedic roast, but it's a fundraiser for that benefits some programs for children. And everybody just kind of like decimated Cammy Poop. And of course, the last Democratic presidential candidate to not show up at this dinner was Walter Mondale. And yeah, years ago, I was friends with his daughter, Eleanor. And believe it or not, her political views were completely opposite of her father's. Um, but it was kind of, Eleanor was really into ghost hunting also. So even though she was a radio personality, um, when possible, she would go out on some ghost hunts with us. So she did pass away due to some medical stuff that I'm not privy to put out. But she was a great gal, and she once mentioned that, yeah, if her dad had gone to the dinner, he probably would have been in the White House. And that was back in 1984 when he bailed out of it. And now Cammy Poop, 2024. So that's 90, 04, 14, 24, 40 years later. The Democratic Party is like, oh my gosh. But from what we've heard about the Fox interview with Bear, she was a complete train wreck on that. So maybe they told her not to show up. So it's like a bad luck omen if you don't go to the Al Smith dinner. You don't have a chance at the White House. So that's a good thing. And she sent a video, but everyone just kind of like that just added fuel to the fire. So I thought that was really funny. And what's really ironic now is yesterday was the big thing for Ethel Kennedy, Bobby Sr.'s wife, Bobby Jr.'s mom. And yeah, if you go online, you're going to find a lot of documentaries about her. And yeah, she passed away. She was in her 90s. And at her memorial service, there's clips of JoJo and Barry chatting away. And even though there wasn't any sound, some media sources hired reputable, professional lip readers to say, hey, what were these two guys talking about? And from different sources, they're all saying they were talking about how much of a train wreck Kamala is. So I'm getting a hunch, like, is JoJo's act of dementia, is that planned? Could he be faking it because he doesn't want to do another 4 years of being Barry's puppet? I think that might be the real deal. I think they've been planning this for JoJo to act like an idiot so they could possibly, I mean, I keep getting the hunch that the dementia is all been an act because JoJo doesn't want to be Barry's puppet for another 4 years. So they're going to slide Cammy Poop in, and then there's been all these incidents of people alleged of going after Donald to make sure he's off the planet. So then they could do what they did to Nixon back in the 70s, that administration. Nixon's VP was Spiro Agnew. They did all sorts of nasty stuff to get him booted out so they could put Gerald Ford in as VP. And then they made Richard Nixon's life horrible, so he had to resign. So then they moved Ford up, Gerald Ford into the position, and then they put Nelson Rockefeller in as VP, an unelected president and VP. This was back in the early 70s. So maybe this is a scam, that this is what the Democrats are actually planning. No JoJo, put the incompetent Cammy Poop in, then force her. And you've got Tim Walz, who's a complete moron. So you get rid of Tim Walz, get somebody else that they want in as VP, force Cammy Poop out, and then we'll have another unelected president and VP. They're repeating, this is what I'm getting now, they're trying to repeat what they did to Nixon and Agnew back in the 70s. I remember this, but there's 2.5 generations of people who don't know about the political maneuverings because of the Watergate stuff. This is what I'm getting. It's like just boom, hit me like a brick wall. And yeah, take a look now because JoJo is in Germany. And scavenge around like on Euronews and Reuters and France 24 France, and go into the Eastern European TV stations. You can find them online or BitChute, and you can go into the settings to do the translation into English. JoJo over in Germany is coming across totally lucid. Yeah, now that I've rattled everybody's cage, yeah, and I know this is a short one. Just a reminder, yeah, Sunday morning I will be live again, 11 a.m. Central Time. And I want everyone to have a great weekend. Again, thank you to all the well wishes. Let's see if Gamer Girl Michelle Hell Games, maybe it might sink into her. It's time for her to start apologizing for all her awful behavior. And if she makes fun of me, that's just proof that I'm one of her victims. And she's only comfortable being a bully. And that's a sad state of affairs for a woman who's 43 years old. So, yeah, everybody, thank you so much. Um, if you can, make sure you're subscribed. The red boots are down in the bottom. Just click that. Let's get my engagement numbers up. So click the thumbs up. And if you can, even if it's just a thumbs up emoji in the comments, that helps out a lot. And everybody have a great weekend, and I'll be talking with you on Sunday morning. Make sure you have your questions ready. So thanks for listening, and I'm looking forward to talking with everyone on Sunday. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.